Let's take a look at the rounding and estimating questions. Now all of these are non-calculator. So question number 1, so 83 people go to the cinema to watch a film to the nearest 10. Well, 83 is between 80 and 90, and 83 is much nearer 80 than 90, so to the nearest 10 it's 80. Now to the nearest 100, 83 falls between 0 and 100. Since 83 is over 50, it's nearer 100 than 0, so the answer is 100. 557 to the nearest 10, well that is between 550 and 560, and since 557 is above 555, therefore it's going to round up to 560. To the nearest 100, 557 is between 500 and 600, it's over 550, so that's going to round up to 600. 715 is between 710 and 720. Now it's exactly halfway between, but when it's halfway between you always round up, so that rounds up to 720. To the nearest 100, that is between 700 and 800, and it's much less than 50, so that's going to round down to 700. Question number 4, to the nearest 10, 1409 is between 1400 and 1410, and 1409 is much closer to 1410 than it is 1400, so that will round up. To the nearest 100, this is going to be between 1400 and 1500. 09 is much less than 50, so that's going to therefore round down to 1400. 4148, that falls between 4140 and 4150. And 4148 is much closer to 4150 than 4140, so it's going to round up because 8 is greater than 5. To the nearest 100, that falls between 4100 and 4200, but 48 is less than 50, so it's going to round down to 4100. 7,850 people attend a football match, so to the nearest 10, well that already is a unit of 10, so we'll just leave it as it is. We can't round it as it is already a multiple of 10. But to the nearest 100, 7,850 is between 7,800 and 7,900. Now 50 is exactly halfway, so when it's 50, you always round up to the next 100, not down. So 7,900. 2345 to the nearest 10, well that is between 2340 and 2350. It's exactly halfway between 40 and 50, so therefore we'll round up to 2350. To the nearest 100, it falls between 2,300 and 2,400, but 45 is less than 50, so we'll round down to 2,300. 9995, this one's a bit of a tricky one really. So to the nearest 10, that is between 9990 and the next unit of 10 is going to be 10000. That might have caused a few problems there, and because we're halfway between these two figures, we are going to round up to 10,000. To the nearest 100, this number falls between 9,900 and 10,000, and 95 is much nearer, is more than 50, so we're going to round up again to 10,000. Bit of a nasty one, that question 8 there. For question 9, there's a few answers you could potentially achieve here. 228, we'll call that 230. 1,770, I'll call that 1,800. And 8.92, we'll call that 9. So using BIDMAS, we'll do the division first. And I think it's important to make sure that we get a number that can be divided by 9. So rounding this up to 2,000 probably wouldn't have been a good idea. 1,800 divided by 9 is 200. 230 take away 200 is 30. So that is our estimate for that answer. For question number 10, we'll call the £24.80, we'll call that 25. 30.77, you might want to call it 30, but I'm just going to, since I rounded that one up, I'll round that one up as well, 31. And 78.98, I'll call that 79, although I suppose you could argue, why not just call that 80? So all we need to do now is add these up. I'm going to add the 79 and the 31 because we've got a nice number bond there. So 79 plus 1 is 80. 80 plus 30 is, well, feel free to write it out if you need to, 0, 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're just going to add 25, so that's £135. Is it an overestimate or an underestimate? Well, this is an overestimate because all of these figures I rounded up.